why most traders will still lose with AI. By the end of this video, you will have a complete understanding as to why financial markets mechanically and logistically will become more competitive and why that means traders will lose even more money. But most importantly, what AI can and can't do for you in trading. All right, let's get started. I've said this a million times and I will continue to say this millions of times. AI will change trading. AI will change every single industry, every niche in the entire world. It's just unavoidable whether you or me like it or not. And trading is no exception. So how will AI change trading? Well, execution will become faster, data will become richer, more accurate, more precise. But the real question is, so what? So what if you have all of that? Since when has faster execution, more data mean you'll become a profitable trader? Mean you'll make it in trading? And yeah, that's what we're going to find out. Moving on. Okay, this is the okay. I don't know why this is so small, but anyways, this is what everyone believes, and this is a fact as well. This is what AI will do for us. This is the only optimistic side and the optimistic slide in this whole presentation. So the main thing with AI, okay, no, before I start that, the main thing with trading, why does trading take so long to master? And it's not about the strategy, it's not about the system, it's about you, the trading psychology. That's why it takes 5 to 10 years, and I'm sure I know I'm 100% sure that every single trader will agree with me, because if you want to make it in trading, you need to master yourself. You need to master your trading psychology, all the emotions, all that kind of stuff that comes with trading, like stuff like greed, fear of missing out, revenge trading, haste, impatience, all that kind of stuff. But you see, the solution here is that AI doesn't have there is no such thing as AI trading psychology. AI doesn't have psychology. When it makes profit, when it executes a good trade and closes a good profit, it doesn't feel that kind of confidence. It doesn't feel that high. And when it loses money, it doesn't feel that fear. You see what I'm saying? So that's one great thing with AI, is that it can help you in the sense that it doesn't have any emotion. And that's one of the biggest obstacles when it comes to trading. Anyways, moving on. Now, this is the reality check. What AI can and can't do for you. I'd say this is probably the most important slide in the whole presentation. But anyways, as I said before at the beginning, speeds up execution. Stuff like entries and okay, this is one thing you need to understand. Computers will always be faster than us humans. It doesn't matter how fast you are, it doesn't matter how fast you can click that mouse button, it doesn't matter how accurate you are, computers will always just be faster. It's just an undeniable fact. So we've got speeds of execution. This is important for like entries, exits, risk management, all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, because when it comes to data, how much data you want to analyze, economic data, candlesticks data, indicator data, fundamental news data, all that kind of stuff will be done for you so much quicker. Like, I think a habit of mine that what according to the system that I follow, what I had to do every single day before I start trading, I need to go to Forex Factory and I need to analyze the news and to set reminders for all that kind of stuff. But now I don't need to do any of that. It can all just go straight into my inbox, which is actually a tool that I built, but I'm going to make a separate video on that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. This third one here, identifying patterns. Okay, faster. That's the key word over here. You see, with us as humans, we take long to identify whatever patterns or setups and strategies. And the problem with trading, the difficulty with trading is that by the time we see it, it's already too late. And if we enter it at that moment, because it's too late, we just end up either making very little profit or we'll end up in loss because the whole move is already over. The key to being successful is trading in trading is getting into the move early before it even happens. And this is something AI will solve for us. It will be able to predict better than we can to an extent. Obviously, if you have more experience, then it will still help you. But obviously, this is more for the unexperienced guys. Now, here's what AI can't do for you. Give you a proprietary edge. Now, this is one, I'm going to get into this further. But if you're, just know for now, I'll give you a little teaser for the next slides. Just because if your AI is finding entries, don't think that your AI is special. Don't think you're special for that. If your AI is giving you those signals, then everyone else's AI agent is doing the exact same thing. If your AI is taking an entry based on this system, based on this setup and strategy, everyone else's AI agent is doing the exact same thing. Your AI agent is not special. And that's going to give you a losing edge. And I'm going to explain why in the upcoming slides. Okay, replace market understanding. Okay, this one's a big one as well. This one is a big one. I'm gonna go over this more in the upcoming slides as well. But AI will help you, but it won't replace you. I know definitely 100% there's going to be so many guys. Actually, there already are so many guys. They're not even traders. They don't even care about trading. They know you can make a ton of money in trading. They're just building AI agents and expecting them to make millions of pounds with them. That's just unrealistic. It's just silly. It's like you're an unexperienced boxer and you want to walk into the ring and expect not to get punched. It's just unrealistic and it's stupid. Okay. But this last one over here, guaranteed profitability. This is using that exact same boxing example. Okay, you can't walk into a boxing ring, into a boxing match, and expect to not get hit. It's just unrealistic. It's never gonna happen. Same thing with trading. Doesn't matter how good your AI agent is. Doesn't matter how much data you feed it. Doesn't matter if it has the best system in the world. There's no such thing as guaranteed profit. It just doesn't exist. Losing is just part of the game. Okay, it's just how it is. Moving on. Okay, now this is what I was saying before over here when I said to giving you a proprietary edge. And okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly why competition will intensify. You see, if everyone is using the exact same strategy, so let's say with just Elliott waves, for example, you've given your AI agent all the data that it needs for all these time frames and all these symbols and whatnot and whatever. Now let's say there's like 10 of us, 10 traders. It's not going to be 10, it's going to be like 10,000 or even maybe even millions. But let's say there's just 10 of us here. We're all using the exact same AI agent. We've given it the exact same amount of, but even if it's different data, different amounts of data, that doesn't change the facts. If the AI agent is accurate, if it knows what it's doing, then all 10 of those AI agents, they're all going to find the exact same pattern at the exact same time. And they're all going to be looking for the exact same entry. And what that's going to lead to is something what I'm going to call strategy saturation, where strategies will just become so saturated and people won't be able to make money off them. The whole point of strategies is that, or the way it was before AI, or even still now, is that more experienced traders will, as I said before, get into the trade early, and that's how they'll make money. And on that kind of like depends on the scale. So more beginners, then they'll see it later, and intermediate, they'll see it midway through. And you know what I'm saying. But with AI, they will just be so good. They'll all be able to find it before it even happens. And I'm going to explain why mechanically how the market makers will be able to clock this. But don't worry, we're going to get there. Moving on, we're going to get there. Don't worry. Wait, we're right here. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you guys mechanically right now why strategy saturation will lead to so many people losing money. You see, on exactly what I was saying before, let's take the example of, so everyone AI, so we're doing Elliott waves, let's say, take that as an example. Everyone's AI agent sees the buy for the first wave. Now, everyone's AI agent is going to take a buy in that exact same moment. What is that going to do? That's going to pile up buy orders. And okay, I know I gave the example of 10, but really, obviously, that was just an example. It's going to be like 10,000. Maybe even more, maybe even 100,000, definitely way more, hundreds of thousands of traders, of AI agents, or even if it's just you manually, all looking for that one strategy, that one wave one. Everyone's going to be taking buys. So what's going to happen? The market is going to spike. The market is going to shoot up. And what's going to happen to you is that you're going to get a super high entry. Now, why do I say the market is going to spike? Because the market makers, so the smart money, the guys who kind of run the market, the big players, they know this, or they will know this. And what they're going to do, they're going to sell on that liquidity. What is liquidity? Liquidity is simply the fuel of what fuels the market, and we provide the liquidity. We as retail traders, we provide the liquidity. When we lose money, that gives them the fuel, that gives them the money to actually move the market so they can make the big money, the millions that they make. So as soon as we're taking all those buys, we're going to have our super high entry at the top, and they're going to know this, and they're going to sell into that liquidity, which means as soon as you enter, your entry was bad anyways. Actually, it was good, but because everyone else is taking the exact same entry, as I said, strategy saturation, you're going to have a super bad entry, even though it was supposed to be a good entry. Because everyone's taking the same entry, you're going to have a super high entry for that buy, then they're going to sell on that liquidity, and boom, you're going to be in massive drawdown. And this is how traders will lose tons of money. And this is why trading will become so much more competitive. This is why everyone will just be losing money. It's crazy. Anyways, moving on. Now, this is the tool trap. Now, I'm so for tools. I've built tons of tools. I've built web apps to help me with trading. I've built, not to help me with trading, but I built like an LLM structure, chatbot, web app, mobile app, tons of stuff that help me with trading when it comes to giving me information, providing me with an analysis, and being a trading assistant, so much. But the thing is that I know this will happen and people will use AI to build strategies. Now, I'm not too sure about this yet, but as of now, I'm not confident in it. Okay, I know Claude Opus 4.7 is an amazing and a very capable reasoning tool, but when it comes to building strategies, it's just not going to work. And the reason for this is just there's just not enough data. The AI, even if you give it all the historical data, having AI, it just doesn't have that kind of experience. Even if you give it to it, it's not enough. It just doesn't have that kind of reasoning ability yet. It doesn't have that ability yet to kind of build those strategies. Now, this is funny because I was in an online community and there was one member and he sent me this GitHub repo and he's like, oh yeah, I know you're into AI and trading, so check this repo out. So I went to the GitHub repo and I was reading through it and it was just like, yeah, we automate trading. And I was just like, okay, but what does that even mean? You automate trading? Like, how is that useful? It's like me going to you and being like, I automate sports. Like, okay, what sport did you automate? What did you automate about the sport? People watching it, the system behind it, the actual game itself. Like, what did you automate? And this is the thing with agentic trading is that, and these tools, is like, I know this sounds really bad, but the scammers are just gonna get better, and more people are gonna get scammed. I'm not saying that GitHub people was a scam, by the way. I'm not saying that, but it's just like there's just everything is just so vague. Like, what does that mean? You automated trading? Okay, how? What did you automate about trading? The strategy, the information. That what did you automate? You guys see what I'm saying? So yeah, traders don't understand it. So that as I said before, there'll be non-traders who will try to get into this niche, and it's just not going to work because, as I said in the beginning, AI can't replace market understanding. At the end of the day, you're still the trader. You will still be at the top for now. I believe, or I'm still kind of deciding. I'm comparing it right now on the side right now, or outside of these videos, fully autonomous trading versus a trading assistant. What is better? Fully 100% autonomous AI agents or a human in the loop? But anyways, that's for a separate video. AI can't replace market understanding. And traders, they won't understand it. Blind execution, and it will just lead to tons of loss and loss and loss. Moving on. Now, I've done this hundreds of times, especially last year when I was 19. I think I built in MQL4 using MQL4. So for MT4, I built like 20, 30 bots. And using MQL5, when I shifted to MT5, I built over 30 bots. So I'll say like 30 to 35 bots that I built. And before I use them to actually automate the actual strategies themselves. And what I would do, and then obviously before I actually launched it, I would backtest it. And in the backtest, it would do so well. I would either be breaking even or I'd be like decent amount of profit. But obviously, what happens when you actually use it in real time, it flops. Why? I've mentioned this in another video. They can't adapt. And this goes the same with strategies. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, especially if you're in this niche or trying to get into this niche, you've already done this and it's just not going to work. We all know this. I can't really explain why. It's just how it is. When you backtest it, it always works. But when it comes to real time, it just doesn't. Moving on. Okay, so here's the bottom line. AI will make execution faster. It will give you so much more data. It will make analysis. It will make all of that stuff so much more convenient. But the main thing is it won't be able to replace your understanding. And understanding here is key. And yeah, I think that's it for the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Or if you have any topics you would like me to cover, then let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.